Hey guys, I'm coming back here for that video, guys. Today I have an interesting video for you. So I went ahead and made every single player's stats in Madden a 0 overall. So we're talking about every single player, every single stat possible, going all the way from the top player here, and by the way, stamina, injury, and personality still. So I'm cutting in here real fast. So this is, after the fact that I'm a gamer. All these players are all 8 foot tall too. I mean, I'm all 8 foot tall, 404 pounds. So kind of to show a difference between the current players and the new rookies that are eventually going to populate the league. So enjoy the rest of the video. But I will say the highest overall player in this game right now is a 12 overall. For some reason, EA still makes these players like a 12 overall. Like, how? Like, listen, in Madden, you cannot actually put the stat at 0. It's either like 1 or higher. You can't put 0. I have a special mod in the game that gives me abilities to put 0 for stats. And still, even with 0 for stats, these guys are still 12 overalls. So, for some reason, they won't go down to 0 overalls no matter what. Now, there is a catch to this. And the catch is, the Miami Dolphins are actually all 8 feet tall. Yeah, so let's just look at the Miami Dolphins real fast. If we go to the Dolphins, we'll see. They're 8 feet tall. Every single one of those guys. So we're going to see throughout the season how things actually work when it comes to this. Are they going to do amazing? Are they going to do trash? They're all 0 overalls, but the Miami Dolphins are 8 foot tall. Well, height actually matters. All right, let's take a look at our first opponent. We got the Houston Texans. And it's raining, bro. What is the worst scenario possible? It's a monsoon plus the fact that we now have to deal with 0 speed players. All right. The wind right now is absolutely insanity. Also, a little side note here. Every single player is 8 feet tall. Not just the Miami Dolphins. Yeah. This is gonna be interesting with every player being 8 feet tall and having 0 stats across the board. I just don't even know how this is gonna operate correctly. Alright, so these players they just look goofy when they're this tall. I'll be honest with you, they just look absolutely goofy. I jumped off sides. I freaking jumped off sides and they could not catch the football. Bro, how can someone even score in this game? There's 0 overalls. And they're all 8 foot tall. Okay, I'm not going to keep rhyming this whole video. But they're also, I think, 404 pounds. Every single player is 404 pounds. And they keep saying I'm offsides, bro. How am I offsides? How am I offsides? That's what I want to know. Alright, apparently I'm just offsides every single play. I guess the 0 overalls are impacting this. Alright, I'm going to use the safety. I'm going to use the safety to see, and they're going to, okay, so I'm offsides no matter what. It looks like when you have a 0 overall, you're always offsides. This is, this is an interesting situation, man. Alright, so it's Justin this time. Alright, where's Justin at? Alright, I'm going to run backwards. I know. I think I'm already going to be offsides, I think. Okay, I think it's because he's 8 foot tall and he can't be on sides. So, we might have a little bit of a problem. He might actually be physically way too tall to stay on sides. You know what? We're going to sim to when we get on offense. They actually scored a tutty. I am actually heavily surprised they scored a tutty. Alright, JK. Let's go, JK Dobbins. Let's get it going. Oh my gosh. I got tackled instantly. Okay, you know what? No one can stop Lamar Jackson. He is too fast to be stopped. Okay, come on. Come on, come on, Lamar. Come on, Lamar. Oh, yeah. What about the deep ball? Deep ball has to work, right? There's no way this deep ball will not work. Wow. I mean, honestly, that was not that bad of a throw, even though, yes, it was a long, like, it was an incomplete, but it was actually not that bad of a throw, and he has 0 throw accuracy. They jumped off sides, thankfully. Odell Beckham could not catch the ball. But that's going to be offsides because they're 8 feet tall, and you know what it is. If you're 8 feet tall, you can't stay on sides. We're not going to punt the ball. Actually, you know what, though? We are going to punt the ball. Or should we punt the ball? Let's punt the ball. Just because of the fact that our punter has 0 kick power. What's going to happen? Okay. Probably should have guessed that was going to happen. That it was just going to go absolutely nowhere. Alright, boys. I'm going to sim to the end of this game, and I want to see what ends up happening. Who's going to win this game? Oh, this is going to be the worst season in NFL history. Do not tell me this is going to finish 7-0. Dude, this might actually finish 7-0. This might be the most ties we have ever had in football in the history of football. Alright, let's go ahead and I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. I want to advance the weekend to see what happened, man. I was going to say let's sim the season, but you know what? I want to go through his season in this video. I don't even want to advance it. I want to actually see. So, all of the players got +1 upgrades, but it says they can't be upgraded. So, they are so bad, they cannot be upgraded. We lost 7-0. Alright, 1 week in the future. 1 week in the future. And by the way, just a shout out to the fact that I didn't bring this up in the beginning of the video. But yes, every single player in the NFL, free agency included, is 8 feet tall. And a 404 pounds. Alright, the Bengals won last week. Interesting. So let's go to schedule. And let's see who, team league schedule. Here we go. Week 1. Wow, we actually had some high scoring affairs. That's actually heavily surprising. Advancing, we have the mock draft. Honestly, every single player in the NFL draft would be amazing. We won 21-0. Madden sim for you. Tyler Huntley played. Okay. Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrow had 47 passing yards and 2 interceptions. I think this is more realistic to what I would consider, you know, 0 stats across the board. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs. I want to see who actually gets to the playoffs, guys. Let's get it. We missed the playoffs, guys, at 9-8. I mean, the Browns won the division at 9-7-1. You know, it was a 10-6, won the conference type of year. 10-7, won the conference type of year. What's the worst team to make the playoffs is the question. The worst team to make the playoffs is 8-9. Okay, so it's not that horrendous, but the worst record in the NFL was 7-10. So when the worst record in the NFL is 7-10, this just makes me start to think that this is an interesting situation. All right, who won? You know, let's just look at stats. Lamar Jackson, 5 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, 2,600 yards. Justice Hill, yeah. Mark Andrews still had a good year. I mean, he didn't have touchdowns, but he had a year. That's a thing. No sacks on the year. 5 interceptions for Marlon Humphrey. I want to see who was the best quarterback on the year. That's now my next question. Joe Burrow, 12 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. Had the most passing yards. Who had the most touchdowns? Desmond Ridder, 14 touchdowns, 27 interceptions. Are you kidding me? I mean, he didn't have the most yards, but still. The highest rushing was Austin Eckler, touchdown-wise. The highest yard-wise was Derrick Henry, 666 yards. 663 yards. The highest receiver-wise was Garrett Wilson, okay. Touchdown-wise was Kyle Pitts, 9 touchdowns. I'm surprised they're even able to score with all this being said. There was only a couple players this year who got a sack in the NFL. And 11 interceptions for Marshawn Lattimore. How many defensive touchdowns, which would have been so slow? All right, a few. Who won MVP? Marshawn Lattimore won MVP. I have never seen a defensive player win MVP. And this is actually crazy. So, cornerback, tight end. I believe he's a corner, right? We have a free safety. I think he's a linebacker, I want to say. There are so many defensive players on this. I got to check this real fast. Who is Kenny Moore? And Kenny Moore sounds like a wide receiver, though. No. He's a cornerback. Okay, so Grant Delpit's a free safety. Who is this guy? I have never heard of this guy in my life. He's a cornerback. All right, so we have literally corners and wide receivers on here. And there is 0 quarterbacks on the MVP race. Okay, AFC Player of the Year was Tyler Boyd. Kenny Moore, makes sense. Rookie of the Year was Marvin Mims. Christian Gonzalez. Deshaun Watson. Bro. Nobody, and I mean nobody, did good this year. And we're going to sim to the Super Bowl because I want to see who's in the Super Bowl. We beat the Steelers 34-0. I mean, I'm heavily surprised that we scored as much points as we scored in those games. I mean, again, we only had 5 touchdowns by Lamar Jackson, but still. All right, so actually, let's go back and look at the schedule real fast for that. So, team schedule, yep. 21-0, 17-0, 6-0, 6-3. Wow. Yeah. It's interesting. Wait, how bad were the playoffs, though? Can I see it over here? No, I think I have to go to the schedule to see the playoffs once again. 3-0, 7-0. Okay. Divisional. 2-0 Browns win it. 2-0. Washington wins it 6-0. Denver wins it 7-0. And Minnesota wins it 10-7. Wild card 3-0, 7-0, 24-0, 10-7, 14-7, and 10-0. Wow. I think 2-0 is the lowest you can possibly score in any game. So that's actually amazing right now. I am baffled right now. My eye is dying right now, but I am baffled. What's the Super Bowl? The biggest game of the year that everybody wants to watch. 6-7. Okay. So what I want to do here now is I kind of just want to sim, right? I want to sim to free agency. I want to see what free agency looks like and how insane it is. And here is free agency, guys. So our best free agent is Deshaun Watson. Bro, all these free agents have 0 everything. Look at this. This is a 0 upon 0. Tim Patrick. He wants a historic championship. Super Bowl chase. Highest offer. Yeah. Nice. I would agree that we don't have a Super Bowl chance. You know what? Honestly, I've never said this in my life, that the draft would change the NFL. Like, one draft class could change the NFL. This one draft class can actually change the NFL. Because every one of these players that are drafted in this draft are about to have a chance to go and be the best players on their said team. Even all the way to 7th round picks are going to be able to actually make the NFL fun and interesting to watch. So even if you're a 7th round pick in this upcoming draft, you are the man. Don't get that twisted. You are the champion of the champions. All right, so let's start the draft. Bears, who is your future for your team? Okay. We can't see it. Okay, so they're not going to actually show us what's happening, but we have to think in theory. Honestly, I think if I'm going to rebuild this team with 0 overalls... Wait. Are all the prospects 0s overalls too? Yup. Let me stim the draft, guys. So, here you go. Yes, guys. Even the rookies, even the draft picks for the foreseeable future in this franchise will all be 12 overalls with 0 ratings for every single stat. So I hope I tricked you guys on that one. Cause I wanted to see how long before, you know, I could give in to that and just be like, no guys, the rookie's gonna be absolutely trash too. Yeah, the rookie's gonna be trash. Every single player, well, except for this guy. This guy has 123 speed. Now, why does this guy have 123 speed? We don't exactly know. He's the only guy in the NFL here. Well, actually, no, sorry. There's a guy there with 15 speed. But other than that, there is a guy with 123 speed. There's this fullback here, Bo Henry. And then we have a guy, Jermichael Worthy. And then we have Tyrone Metcalf. So, let's go ahead and sim this year. Just a little side note here. 99 speed. Even though it says above 100 speed, technically it is. But Madden caps out at 99 speed. So, no one can technically be above 99 speed. Just a little side note there. I want to go ahead and preface that because I know it's at 126 speed, 127 speed. Trust me, if I could run that, I would, and I would make a video on it. But sadly, no. This guy and then the fullback we saw earlier from the draft, both of those guys just have 99 speed base. They can't have higher than that. I mean, he still has amazing stats, don't get me wrong. And he will still be the best fullback in the NFL, period. But yeah, so no one can have over 100 stats. Just a little side note here. I'm going to get simming. Alright, so after 1 year, I was going to sim in 10 years, but let's just sim it 1 year at a time because why not? Anyway, though, after 1 year, yeah, the Broncos went 10-7. The Rams went 9-7-1. Chiefs went 10-7. Where did the Seahawks go? Could the Seahawks have a 99 speed player? They went 8-9. How? And also, that 99 speed rookie that they drafted, I don't want to know how many yards he had. 7 touchdowns, 26 interceptions. Okay. 355 yards on 202 attempts. Patrick Ricard had 105 attempts. 1 touchdown. Yeah. That's about right. That's actually about right there. This is going to be the most MVP awards won by defensive players in league history. I'm going to tell you right now, no one but a defensive player is going to win MVP. Who had the most interceptions? That's MVP right there. Zion is MVP. 1,000%. Patrick Mahomes had the best season, yards-wise, of any quarterback, and the most touchdowns. So apparently he's still, you know, that good. And he has the most interceptions in the year, too. So, like, I just want to know the Seahawks guy. But I'm going to look at the whole NFL. The Seahawks guy, how many yards did he have? I mean, he was a fullback, right? No, Kenneth Walker had more yards. Did they not utilize the Seahawks guy? Hold up. Bo Henry had 4 rushes in the season for 22 yards. He has 99 speed. 255 pass block and 99 speed. And 99 acceleration. And 255 awareness. And 99 change of direction. This guy practically is the best player in human history. That's so disappointing. Where did that one guy go? The Dolphins? Was it the Dolphins or the Broncos? I feel like it was the Broncos, the defensive guy. What was it? It was the linebacker. Let's us a linebacker. Was that? Was this guy? He had 0 sacks, 1 interception. I believe it was this guy, right? Yeah, this guy. No. This guy has 1 speed. This guy's not the guy. Who's the guy who had, like, the crazy speed-wise? I feel like it has to be... No doubt about it, he has to have had a good year. Is this guy, Rams guy. Where's the Steelers? No, it has to be the Steelers guy, right? Right? Technically? It was the Rams guy. Okay, so it was a Rams guy, not the one we looked at. 99 speed, yeah. So he's the guy who has crazy stats. And what did he do? He had 4 interceptions on the year. Okay. So he didn't really have that great of a year. Can you imagine, like, having 99 speed on your team and yet somehow, some way, you aren't the best team in the NFL. Like, I don't get how that works. But anyway, though, yeah, so this is pretty much how it works. You get interceptions, you win, and you take care of business in every way possible. How about receiving? Receiving, okay, almost 1,000 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns on the year. That's pretty dang good. Sacks, we had 0 sacks on the year. And also, again, we looked at that. We had a tutty there. And 3 tutty. Okay. And last thing I want to look at is the schedule before we start advancing. I want to look at the schedule real fast. All right, so let's look at team schedule. 28-0. I'm more impressed the fact that it was 28-0. That's all I'll say. I'm more impressed about that than anything. And the worst record, the best record was 10-7. Then it was 9-7-1. The worst record in the NFL. Oh, this is getting bad. 6-10-1. I'm actually heavily surprised with that one. I shouldn't be heavily surprised, but I actually am heavily surprised. I don't know why I expected the record to be like better than that. Like, I expected 7-10 to be the worst record possible, with everyone having a crap team every year no matter what. Except for the crazy random players that have 99 speed for no reason. Alright, so Bears versus Broncos. Super Bowl. And the Bears win 6-0. You know what's funny? If that was real life and that happened in real life, I think that might be how it would go in the Super Bowl. Like that scenario. Wait, if I go to playoff picture, does it tell me the stats? It does. Okay, so we had Raiders beat the Bengals 2-0. Jags beat the Steelers 7-0. 6-0 Chiefs win. 7-3 Jags win. 10-3 Broncos win. 7-3 Jags win. 2-7, 14-13. That's actually a good game. 14-0. That's a good game. 7-3, 9-0, and 2-0 for Super Bowl to be 6-0. Let's just sim forward to free agency. You know what? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore, bro. Anyone have speed? 15 speed on this running back. He's fast. Free agency, as always, is amazing. There's 0 stats across the board. Guys, this franchise, this is like the end of the NFL, okay? No one can get better. No one can advance. No one can become a better team. This is the idea of mediocrity in the NFL forever and ever and ever and ever. And I can't even stress the ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, this is gorgeous. Now we're going to see how this draft goes, because maybe, just maybe, I decided to let these draft picks actually not suck. You know, maybe I decided to be a nice guy here and let the NFL progress and not, you know, continue to go down the cesspool into nothingness because, you know, maybe I was a nice guy. Let's see. Was I a nice guy? Guys. You know me, right? You know how I am. I'm a nice guy. Yeah, I decided to let the rookies actually do good. Yeah, I know you probably had 0 faith in me and you thought I was the complete opposite. And I did not let the rookies... No, I let... This year the rookies are actually good, okay? Because we need to rebuild. We actually do need to rebuild here, guys, okay? As the NFL, we can't make this franchise every single year for the rest of existence. Everyone's a 0. But I didn't let him make it after 1 year that everyone now becomes okay or good. You know, that wouldn't make sense. But what we are going to do here is we're going to start trading. Because we need to rebuild our team. Everyone does. But I want to rebuild our team fast. So I'm going to trade a 1st round pick and a 6th, right? And I'm going to try to just keep trading up with these teams. So, like, for example, Packers. Yeah. Packers, you mind if you could give me that pick? Because I kind of want to do good here. You know, at this point, it's funny because, like, giving up as much as I give up doesn't really change anything at the end of the day. But I'm sorry, it like actually means a lot overall wise for right now because of the fact of, you know, how bad this team actually is right now and how bad this NFL is. So we need all of these, you know, players. All right, so I got a quarterback, right? Yeah. I want a wide receiver. Give me anyone with speed. That's all I care about right now is speed. Elite speed, hidden potential, I don't even care. I just need speed. So I got a quarterback, I got a wide receiver. I'm trading back up. I don't care, man. I am trading back up because we need as much players as possible. Yeah, let's go with... I'm just going to give some picks away here. I just gave away all my first. All right, you know what? Jets. Maybe I should start trading for later picks. Unless the Jets will accept that. They won't, okay. So, let's start trading for day 2 picks. Because, again, day 2 picks, good enough for us. I'm starting to realize that teams might not be willing to give up picks because they don't want to potentially lose players. You know, because, like, they actually do need these guys, too. Like, I do talk about the fact that I want as many good players as possible, but their futures are this year's draft. So... Can I get another player? Come on, you're getting the future, okay? Think about your future. You have one more year of mediocrity, and then you're going to have a really great future, Jets. All right, I got 2 second-round picks. I might just take that, and we just might just kind of go with there. Okay, so a quarterback, a wide receiver. Let's just build this offense up. Let's just build this offense up as much as I can and focus on that. And I think if we focus on that, we could be a good team. Because, again, the rest of the league, you know, only has, what, probably 7 or 8 picks total. So, we should be able to, you know, build upon this. Left guard. I mean, can you imagine now actually having blockers out there to get the job done? This draft is actually going to be revolutionary. Running backs, give me a running back. Yeah, I'll take a running back. We still won't have a defense, but we might have to score 40 points in every game just to try to win these games. But I think for the first year, we should be okay. Did we take a center yet? I don't think so. Take a center. Give me a center. Even if he's a 60 overall, he's going to be better than what we have out there. And I might start cheesing the system here. What I mean by that is I might start trading getting some of these 7th round picks. 6th, 7th round picks because they could be potentially good. Now keep in mind, a lot of these guys are going to hit free agency though. So a lot of these guys are going to be available for the majority of teams. And you're going to see a lot of teams to start, you know, vulturing these guys. Let's go NFL rosters. Not NFL rosters. Let me go with... What do I want to do here? I want to trade. I want to trade for a pick. Alright, so I think it's what? The Jets are currently on the clock. What round is this? It's 5th round, okay. So, Jets, I want your next 3 picks. And I'm going to give you, in return, a 3rd in a couple years. Thank you. Awesome. I'm going to do this to stack up picks. Next pick. Okay. This is about to make me a dynasty, guys. Okay? We're going to take a tight end. Then we're going to keep doing the same method over and over again until it doesn't work anymore. Chargers. What's up, Chargers? I want your next 3 round picks. And I will give you, in return, a 5th round pick in the future. Okay, yeah. I get why you're not, you know, into that. This is not going to keep working because I'm out of picks. Alright, this is 2025. I'll just throw in all my picks. There we go. I have no picks for the next 2 years. But it's okay, because my theory is, if players start hitting free agency, right, we'll have players to kind of, you know, work around there. Alright. This guy, I think I have a lot of picks left, I think, now. I should, yeah. All right, next pick. Give me a right. I want a right tackle. I got to take the tight end. He's the best player on the board right now. And that's going to be a huge addition for us here. All right, now I need back-to-back picks here. I need a right tackle. I want to at least get some positions starting off right away. I know I didn't do anything on defense this draft, but it is what it is, man. Okay, we're going to be focusing on offense first. And then maybe I'll do some defensive picks after this. All right, so we have running back, we have quarterback, we have wide receivers. I wouldn't mind getting another good receiver, but I want an elite speed again. I want an elite speed receiver. Solid speed, guys. Maybe I should focus on defense. Because right now, this first year, defense is going to be so impressive. Like, a defensive player who's good is going to be so good. D-tackle. Yeah, I'll go with him. Alright, 7th round. Alright, I'm gonna take all defense remaining. Because I don't want to mess anything up here. We want to get as much good defensive players as possible. Alright, we're gonna go with a strong safety. And I probably want to go with... I'm just going best player available again. I think I'm just going best player available again. Maybe not. Let's go with a corner. Let's get... Okay. We have a strong safety, right? Free safety. What about middle linebacker? Rest? I want someone who's actually, like, you know, thought to be drafted here. And not just undrafted. But I think I'm just going to get only undrafted guys here in the 7th round. Let's try to get a pass rusher. Let's try to get some sacks, okay? We haven't had a sack in 2 years on this team. I need to get a sack on this team. Alright, this is our last pick, and I think it's going to be... You know what? It's going to be another wide receiver. Playmaker, slot. Slot receivers usually have speed, right? Decent speed. They do not have speed, apparently. Playmaking receivers, I feel like they have to have speed. Alright, whatever. Honestly, 89 speed is good enough for me right now. So, let's just see how this draft ended up going. Alright, so let's take a look at this draft. We got a lot of players. A lot of teams got a lot of players. You know, we got George. What's it? I thought it was George Washington for a second. The best player on the board was 80 overall quarterback John Russell. But, you know, there's still a lot of players in the NFL now. So, the NFL is actually good. Again, like, surprisingly enough. Let's look at our lineup. Rookies are now taking over this completely. Taking over this league. Look at that. Your boy got so many freaking... So many rookies in here, man. Alright. Low-key. I don't like cheesing the system. But the cheese right now would be just go free agency and hit every single free agent up. And just be like, yo, we need you on this team. And I'm in the business to make the best team humanly possible here, right? Okay, there's some... We're just going to sign some corners. I'm in the business to make the best team humanly possible, so that's what we're doing right now, boys, okay? This could be considered, you know, cheesing the system, but... It is what it is, okay? Not every single player is available, though. You got to keep that in mind. So, like, for example... Cornerbacks is really the only thing available. We do have D-tackles available, so I'll take some D-tackles here. And any player possible is nice to have. Okay, well, you know what? I said I'm going to cheese the system, and it didn't really work out too well. Apparently, cheesing the system does not work out that well. Well, cheesing the system I can with some receivers. That's going to work out pretty well. Chris Carter. Okay. Definitely not the legend Chris Carter there. Look how expensive they are. $16 million a pop. These are free agent wide receivers and free agency in general. Oh my gosh. $10 million a pop. $18 million. These rookies are asking for that much money to join a team. That's how you know the league is absolutely in turmoil. Let's sim to the playoff. Now listen. 16-1. Ha! Went 16-1, guys, okay? Some might say, yeah, because you cheat the system and got a lot of draft picks. But, shut up. Okay? Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Because we went 16-1. And yeah, we might be the best team in the NFL because we're the only team with actual good players. Our quarterback, 41 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. 2,200 yards for our running back. 24 rushing touchdowns, 22 for our backup. 11 touchdowns, man. 12 sacks, 11 sacks. You know, it can't happen forever. We don't have picks for the next 2 years, okay? Alright, we don't have draft picks for the next 2 years, so it can't happen forever. But, you know, I could enjoy 1 year being the best team in the league. And I'm not even the best team. Technically speaking, I am the best team. But there are other teams with quarterbacks now, okay? There are teams. How did Jalen Hurts? He's a 0 overall. How did he put up 3,000 yards? I think that's because they probably drafted a wide receiver. And he was able to actually throw him the football. Like, I think they actually drafted a wide receiver and were able to throw him the football. Because you gotta think, if you draft a receiver with like 95 speed, you could just outrun the whole entire league. 29 sacks. Yeah, these rookies, 16 interceptions, 6 touchdowns. Who won MVP? Because I feel like there's a lot of... Yeah, it was this guy. There's a lot of... It was all defensive players. It was all... Who was Rookie of the Year? Because, like... The funny thing is, all these guys probably deserved Rookie of the Year, but it ended up not being a lot of these guys. Ooh, Kevin Rhodes, best quarterback. Nice. Kevin Rhodes did not come in for Offensive Rookie of the Year, though. Weirdly enough, he wasn't even on the list. So, let's get to the Super Bowl, man. Let's see if we can do something with the squad we have. That's all I will say. Let's see if we can get to the Super Bowl with the squad we have. We, realistically speaking, have the best team in the NFL. Like, you want to make arguments. We are in the Super Bowl, playing the 14-3 Falcons. The best team was 16-1. The worst team was 2-15. So we're back to, like, realistically speaking, like, records in the NFL. Okay, we're back to that concept / structure. You know, this is kind of like, you know, realistic life here. So let's look at our roster. Lamar's still 12 overall. But we have 81s, 80s. Okay. Some pretty dang good players, right? You look at this, you know. We have a lot of 12s, but we have a pretty good roster here. We systematically took care of business in the draft. So offensive line is pretty dang good. Our defense is pretty trash, but, you know, it is what it is. And now the Falcons are going into the Super Bowl with a quarterback, a running back, 2 wide receivers, a tight end. Wait, the tight end got hurt. They have no left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. Yeah, they might have drafted very good. They have a lot of corners. Okay. You know what's funny is, like, we have an overpowered offense, but they actually have a pretty dang good team, too. So it's like, they have a really good balanced team, while we have an overpowered offense. So it's a situation of, like, this is interesting. Oh. You know what? It'll be fine. It will be fine. I think we have this. Alright, we're starting off on defense right away. I'm not going to play defense. I'm going to play offense because I'm not trusting myself on defense here. I'll be honest with you. I don't trust myself on defense. Alright, first play, let's run the ball. We're going to give the ball here to our running back and see how he plays. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that it used to be everyone was 8 feet tall. I kind of forgot about that. I ain't gonna lie to you, I really forgot that everyone used to be 8 feet tall. So now that people aren't 8 feet tall, it's actually kind of weird to me. Alright, how fast is Kevin? I don't think he's that fast. Alright, let's see. That guy's fast, though. That guy was fast. Dang, bro. These guys, like... I thought I was like the... You know, I had the moves by going with players that were like, you know, super fast. I thought I was the move by getting a lot of draft picks and stacking them up, man. And now I'm realizing that's really like every team now has that ability. Alright, I'm going to do a slant route here. I got to target whoever tall cannot actually go against me. He dropped it. Okay. Do you have anyone on the outsides? We don't. Okay, so they're really covering that slot here with the tall guy. Which I don't... I guess you have to put him somewhere. So I'm not like not completely against the idea. Because if you have to put him somewhere, you know, it is what it is. But no one... I mean, they don't have really anyone on this team that's slow. Everyone on this defense is normal size. Which means they're all like actually good players. Why? Oh. There we go. There we go, baby. There we go. Alright, I got a tutty. I just want to sim the rest of the Super Bowl. I want to see who wins this game. I gotta see who wins this game, guys. 7-14. Okay. We have an OP offense. And like an actual solid defense. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. Alright. Super Bowl winners. Some would say I sold my soul to get this. I would say you're probably right. But still. I still feel good in the end. I don't care if I sold my soul for it. I don't care if I sold my soul for it, man. I did it because I did it. And in the end, it was worth it, and it was worth every penny. Trading away my future for 3 years for this. Signing free agents that cost me $16 million a pop. Literally rookie free agents for 1 year that cost me $16 million a pop. All so I could go 16-1. Not even go undefeated. And take this man to a Super Bowl. That's beautiful. It's like the storybook ending, man. That's like the storybook ending at its finest. 252 yards, 2 tutties. They had 64 yards on offense, a quarterback. It was a running game today. 135 yards receiving. We had 1 sack on the day, which was us. No interceptions. And it was what it was. So, here's the interesting thing now. We have free agency coming up. And these free agents are actually going to be good, right? So what I'm going to do is I want to go to free agency, okay? Okay, Hardball got a new extension. I'm going to go to free agency here, and I want to... I don't know how much money I'm going to have, because I'm going to lose a lot of the rookies that I had that I'm going to lose in the end. But there's actually going to be some rookies on free agency here that might be decent. I don't think too many players are going to be decent, but they potentially could be decent. And I want to sim 10 years to see how everything shakes out. But before I do that, I want to at least get some, you know, more rookies on this team. So this team isn't just trash for the next 10 years, which probably it's going to be. Alright, so is this the guy that was like 90-some speed? Hang on, can you not check stats in this? View player card. Thank you. No, he's 74 speed. That 99 speed guy never panned out, which is crazy. Alright, I'm going to go to this cornerback here. I actually have money. Is that... Okay, we're the only one going after him. No one else is going after free agents other than me. Oh, no, this guy has 17 different offers. I lie on that one. He actually has 17 different teams going after him. 18 different teams now because of me. So... Alright, well, we have to work on our secondary, so I'm going to just try to work on that and target that, really. Because everything else, I think we can just be good on from, you know, playing football. I'm literally just working on speed, honestly, when it comes to this. I just want speed. Because that's going to be the one thing that's going to dominate for us. Middle linebacker. Let's go left outside linebacker. Sure. He's, no. We don't have any money left. Well, not how much they want. These guys want, like... These guys want crazy money because they know they're worth it at this point. They know that they're worth it, so they want crazy money. Because, like, they're the only good players here. Alright. Player friendly. What if I... Okay. If I knock it down a tad bit of money... I really can't even pay you that. Wow. So it looks like everyone is lowballing these players. So ironically enough, like, I'm the only one who actually spent money on this free agency. I think everybody else just lowballed every single team. Like, they were like, you know what? No, you're not worth this amount of money, so we're going to give you way less money. And that worked out for me in the end. Because now I actually have a lot of the cornerbacks that I just spent way too much for. I just overpaid for these guys crazy money. Alright, we're going to sim 10 years, guys. Hang on. Alright, guys. So, we're 10 years in the future. We currently are a 71 overall team. Alright, this is interesting. I let the CPU take over and do everything, and now our best player on the team is a punter. An 83 overall, 30-year-old punter. AJ Andrews is our quarterback. Obviously, my guess is a lot of those 12 overalls throughout the years kind of have, you know, got kicked to the curb. They're probably no longer on any of these teams in the NFL, would be my guess. Free agency they're probably, either those players are retired, or they're still in free agency right now. Wow, the 99 club. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 99s. And there's a lot of 99 wow. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 599 quarterbacks and... No, 699 quarterbacks and 198. The NFL has really picked up in the last 10 years from these rookies. These rookies have dominated the NFL. I am heavily surprised. What's free agency looking like? Is there still these 12 overalls, would be my guess? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they did retire. None of them are in free agency, so they might have just all said, you know what, we're done. Like, we don't even want to play anymore because we all suck. Like, they actually realized that the best players of today, that were all 0 overalls, are like, we're not even good enough to compete with the rookies, so we can't play anymore. Alright, I just gotta see who won the Super Bowl. Like, what even happened at this point? Okay, so league history. Let's go back. We won the Super Bowl that year, right? Okay, so next following year, the Bucks won the Super Bowl. Okay. Obviously, it's going to be no current players did anything because they sucked for freaking forever. Okay. So, these are all based on... Like, what's crazy here, this is all based on actual just regular drafts that happened. So, it's not like this is based on, like, anything, like, you know... crazy, like, from current players. These are all rookies who have to come into this game, become starters, and really become superstars by themselves. And 30th ranked offense is not surprising, but we're now back to actual, like, quarterbacks winning MVP awards, which is good. We're kind of back to the norm, I guess we would say. And yeah, so these teams have been completely revamped. I mean, these are not the same teams we saw starting off this video. And these squads are actually pretty dang good. But there's probably 0 current players in the NFL that are on these squads. Wait, I have to check this real fast. Who is the oldest player in the NFL right now in this game? In the league, the oldest player is 33 years old. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. When the oldest player is 33. It's funny, though, because even though we, you know, obviously saw this year off with a really bad, you know, like, start with all the players being 0 overalls, teams in this league right now are looking better than they do in the real NFL. Like, the real NFL, yes, there are some great teams out there, don't get me wrong, but there are more great players per team right now than there are in the NFL, which is just insane to me. I mean, we have, what? 49ers, 99 overall quarterback. Giants, 99 overall quarterback. Jags, 99 overall quarterback. Jets, 99 overall quarterback. Like, I feel like teams now, even Packers got 99 overall quarterback. There's teams in this game right now are better than Madden, than real life. So that's just insane how the rookies took over, got drafted, and really had to, you know, become superstars by themselves, and they did. They literally repopulated the league to become the NFL again. So, there you got it, guys. There you have it, guys. 99 overalls. 99 overalls. I meant to say, from 0 stats on every single player to this. The league is still continuing to be great, but that was an interesting ride. Make sure to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this video.